Taurus, welcome to your reading with me, Adrian Nelson. Welcome to my channel. Such a pleasure to have you. This is a love reading for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascending. But as I always recommend is that obviously this is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates. But what I would recommend is that if either the reading doesn't make sense to you, or you feel that you need some more detailed information about it, then what I would recommend is looking at your moon placements, because that's about your emotions, and also looking at your Venus, because that is about love. If you may be having a new connection that you are starting, then you can look at your ascending or your rising, because that's all about new beginnings. If you don't know what those placements are within your chart, then there is a link down below in the description. It is free, where you can get those descriptions. And then, so, sorry, this is just general love. And then your next sequence, so the sequence after this, so I just started Aries, I worked my way all the way through to Pisces, revitalized my energy, and then just start the cycle again. So after this, we're going to look at new love. So those of you that are either in a new connection or interested in a new connection, we're going to follow with twin flame readings after that. And you might also want to look at the September reading that I uploaded for you prior to these readings. I'm running a beautiful special at the moment. I'm going to tell you about the special within the reading, because some of you are here for just the readings. I'm going to tell you about the special, but a really incredible special that I'm running at the moment. Sorry, if you want to know when your readings are coming out, if you subscribe to the channel and you hit that notification bell, you get a notification when your reading is coming out. And I would also really appreciate you liking the video, because that helps my channel to grow, and it helps other people to also see the video as well, organic audience. Thank you so much for all of you that are making donations. I really, really appreciate that. And let's get started. If any of you are interested in learning how to read the tarot, I do have a detailed online tarot reading course. There's a link for that in the description. All right. So the way that we're going to do this reading is we are going to look at your current space, your current situation, where you are right now. And this also represents you inside of your current situation at the moment. Okay. Then we're going to look at some challenges that you might be having, some things that might be needing some attention, some guidance from the universe. And then we are going to look at your person. Okay. The person that you are dealing with, we're going to have a look at that as well, just to see where they are standing, and just to make sure that everything is still on board there for you, the way that you'd like it to be on board. Then what we're going to do is we're going to clarify the reading for you. So we're going to start here with your current space, where you are right now, you in the situation itself. We're going to draw 2 clarifying cards for that. And then for the challenge, we're going to clarify the challenge for you as well. And then we're also going to clarify the person that you deal with and the potential outcome as well. Okay, then we're going to end off your reading for you, Taurus, with just a general message, just to wrap things up, to see what additional information it is that the universe might like to share with you for your particular space at the moment, for your love situation at the moment. I think I said it, but just in case I didn't, please remember this is general readings. Please take it as it resonates. Okay, and then the other thing that we're also going to do, I'm closing my eyes. There we go. What we're also going to do is we're going to look at just the overall message from the universe for you at the moment. And we're also going to clarify that overall message that we're getting for you there from the universe. So a nice full reading. Let's get started. Okay, let's get started. It says, this is the message from the universe for you. I go where you go, Taurus. So if you are maybe feeling overwhelmed at the moment, if you are feeling stressed at the moment, if you are feeling maybe alone at the moment, there are few things in this world that can obviously, throw us more than emotions and, the feelings of the heart and those sort of things. So This is a reminder that you are never alone, that we are all part of a beautiful universal network, that our soul family is always with us, that our guides are always with us, that the angels are always with us, that the fairy realm is always with us here on earth, all part of the Gaia connection. We are all one big expression of love. And because we are all part of the same expression of love, Taurus, it also lets you know that you are not alone in the space of life. You can actually ask for help. All right. There is incredible power in prayer, and it doesn't mean that you have to go completely down on your knees, but you can if you like to, and just say, you know what, universe, I need a little bit of help here. Can you help me with the situation? Because I feel that for some of you, you might be feeling that you're very alone in a situation right now. You might be feeling very lonely. Know that you're not alone, and know that you can ask for signs from the universe that you have got that beautiful divine universal flow and support with you always. You can ask for signs. Let's see what it says on the back. It says, sorry, tell me, are you finding that the occasional stranger has a crush on you? And I mean, Taurus, why wouldn't they? Because you've got that beautiful enigmatic thing about you where people will just fall for you left, right, and center, even if you don't mean for it to happen. That is something that can happen for Aries, and sorry, for Taurus. But maybe you're dealing with an Aries. I did the Aries reading earlier on today, so maybe that's why Aries is on my mind. Or maybe you're dealing with an Aries. I don't believe that anything comes out by coincidence. Um, so please take that as it resonates. But it says that for words you've almost mindlessly chosen. There we go. Almost mindlessly chosen. Hearts broken too long begin to heal. Okay, so this could be a healing space for you at the moment, Taurus. That eyes sometimes well up with tears when it's time to say goodbye. Remarkable. Our findings are exactly. Psst, your divinity is showing. Beautiful message from the universe. So let's look at that for those of you that are feeling that you might want to have some support at the moment. For those of you that are maybe feeling alone, neglected, and abandoned at the moment, not just by love, but also by the universe. Let's see what we have there for you. So we've got the Chariot over there, which is some Cancer energy for you. So maybe you're dealing with a Cancer, maybe you just got strong Cancer in your chart, or maybe you're a Cancer cross-watcher. Please remember that these energies can be reversed. And then you've got the Five of Voices, which is the Five of Swords. So this is a very sort of stuck and go sort of energy that's going on here for you, Taurus. Just looking at the Chariot first, this is a space where I feel where you are at the moment, this is a space really where I feel that you've done the inner work, Taurus. You've done the healing, you've done the alignment, you've done all of those sort of things, and now it's a space of moving forward. But I feel for some of you, there is some frustration because even though you're now moving forward and you're supposed to be standing in your power and you're supposed to have things, sort of like sorted out and things like that, it could be in a space that you might now feel more alone than ever, more isolated than ever. And I feel for some of you, that could even be that you're inside of a connection with somebody at the moment, and it's not really what you expected it to be. And that can be very, very overwhelming when that happens. The Five of Voices, the Five of Swords here is asking you, though, to. To maybe almost like broaden your vision, if you maybe not just focusing too much on what is happening here right now, not focusing too much on only what you are seeing and not for what could prospectively become, because there is a gift of love here that wants to come through for you. And the person that you're dealing with, maybe they're organizing a beautiful surprise for you, or maybe they organized a beautiful surprise for you. But I feel there might have been a little bit of a misunderstanding over here, Taurus, where maybe somebody meant to do something one certain way, but then it could have been perceived in a different way. Because, remember, how we see life is how we perceive life, and it's also how we perceive, things that are happening and that are coming about for us. Okay. Now, let's look a little bit deeper. So we're looking at your current space, and this is you, and this is where you are. And this is saying, let it go, set it free, releasing it. So, Taurus, I get a distinct feeling that we are, dealing here with a situation where you might be holding on to an energy, to a person, to a connection, to a past that is best let go of, that is best released. Okay, because remember, it's all fine and well to to want to reminisce about the past and to think about the past and maybe try to recreate the past, or recreate the past. You maybe have with someone different, with someone else, but it is really just a way of holding ourselves stuck. Life has got so many wonderful, beautiful, potential things that can come for you. If you can open yourself to that magic can actually flow for you. Also, there were the numbers. Number 2 is a number of the things coming together, and number 4 is a number of stability, and 2 plus 4 equals 6, which in tarot is the number of love. All right, because when you turn 6 around, it becomes number 9. So it's also a number of sort of like love and miracles. Okay, because remember, a miracle is just really a universal portrayal that's taking place that affirms to us that we're on the right path. It's that we are in alignment with our, or that part of us that's almost like greater than us, that greater part of us, that beautiful source part of us. But there's a holding on to things, something here that is better let go. And you might be romanticizing the emotions or the feelings or the situation or the circumstances, but I don't really feel that that is the best thing to do. Okay. If you are interested in learning about the tarot, I do also have a detailed online tarot reading course. There's a link in the description for it. Let's look at the challenges at the moment of the situation, the guidance in perfect harmony. Now, this card is going to speak a little bit more seriously to you, Taurus. But before we do that, I just want to give you a reminder. Look at that on top there. It's got number 11. And 11 is a master number in numerology. It's a new beginning. It's a new start. Okay. So first of all, it starts off with a reminder that you might be feeling stuck at the moment, but it's not necessarily that you are stuck. And it's letting you know how to sort of move past that kind of like funk, that obstacle that is making you feel that you are stuck. Okay. So the reminder here for you, Taurus, is that you form part of a union. I feel that for many of you, you could be single at the moment, so please take it as it resonates. This is a general reading, but especially for those of you that are in some sort of connection at the moment. So you're either with someone, you're married, you're engaged, even if you're divorced or separated, but that energy is still flowing over there. There's some unfinished business over here. And there is, as I said, I'm going to get a little bit more serious with you with this one over here, Taurus. There is the question over here that, are you how invested are you in the situation emotionally, invested in the situation? Because sometimes we feel that, oh, well, I'm over that, I'm past that, I'm done with that, I've got nothing to do with that anymore, that's in my past, I'm done with that, dealt with that, end of story. And if that is the case, then that is fantastic. And then you might be building a new life for you, which is also really, really great. But I feel that for some of you, there might be a space here that there might still be some responsibility in this situation that you might not be accepting fully for yourself for whatever reason. That can hold you back. Okay. And even when it comes to a release, say maybe the person that you dealt with, they had to move away. Maybe they, for whatever reason, they're no longer within the vicinity of your space. Could be somebody that may be passed. And sometimes it's very hard to let go. And when we speak about being in perfect harmony, it doesn't mean that you have to have no more feelings and you've completely released and none of those things. All it's asking is that, are you really up to date with the energy that will serve you optimally at this particular point in time? Are you accepting full responsibility for your part in the situation? And it's also reminding you that there might be a little bit of a space of, let's call it perceived inequality happening over here, like a little bit like I'm step over here and you step over there, that sort of thing. This reminds you that if you look at something, say, for example, like a symphony orchestra, every single instrument in that orchestra is important. You can be in a 500 piece orchestra, and maybe you the person that is just there, that like maybe 2 times you have to like hit that little triangle, go ting ting, but at a particular point in time when you hit that ting ting, that is when that is bringing that particular essence to that whole orchestra, to that musical performance. And that ting ting is not less or more important than everything else, because if that little ting ting doesn't happen over here at that particular point in time, then there's a gap in the flow. So could there be a little bit of a gap in the flow over there? Could there be some responsibility that isn't fully, sort of like added up to or claimed? Okay. Now, let's look at your potential outcome and the person that you are dealing with, seeing beyond. All right. So this is the energy of stability. Number 3, there's inner strength, mind, body, soul, mind, body, spirit. Number 6, the number of hope, as we said there in the beginning. So there's definite hope here in this connection. And with you, because remember, this is you, this is the current situation, this is the energy, this is the challenge to be overcome. And this is the outcome, the potential outcome, and the person that you're dealing with. 6 and 6 over there. Okay? So there's a correlation over here. There's not a complete separation. All right. Just because there's a physical separation doesn't mean that energetically there is a disconnect. In actual fact, often when there is a physical disconnect, there's an even more amplified, energetic connection, because maybe you're spending more time thinking about this person. What I want to encourage you with this particular energy that you're dealing with, this person that you're dealing with, Taurus, there might be a solution here that you might not see here, that you might not be privy to. I feel that you're dealing with someone that could actually, it's like they can open and show you a whole new world, they can show you the world in ways that you almost could have never imagined. It's almost like with Aladdin and with Princess Jasmine in Arabian Nights. Aladdin can show the princess things that she's never seen before. But then also when you think of something, for example, like The Little Mermaid, Ariel can then again show you a whole new paradise that also hasn't been seen before. So the person that you might be dealing with might not be your usual choice, but it doesn't mean that because they're not your usual choice, that they are not a very good choice for you and a beautiful divine choice for you. Okay. Now I'm going to clarify this for you. Just before I do, I just wanted to let you know about the special that I'm running at the moment. It is a special for September. It is a 30 minutes reading that will look something very similar to this. It doesn't just have to be for love. It can be for anything really. All those details is down below in the description. It's $25 for it. That's 370 rands for my South African supporters. All the details are down below in the description. If you would like to book that reading with me, I'll send you a video link, a private link, so you can actually get to look at that reading again and again and again and again, which I actually think it's so much better than just sort of like a one-on-one, face-to-face sort of reading, because I think a lot of information is lost sometimes in those, whereas obviously with this, you can look at it again and again and again. The details are in the description. Let's continue with our reading. So Taurus, we're looking at the space where you are at the moment, where some of you might be having some challenges letting go, setting free, and moving forward. And I do feel that there is a link, there's a connection there to the past. I do feel, and I have seen in some of my past readings, that some of you are starting to move away from there, but then it's almost like merging back towards the past. And you want to be careful of that, because there definitely is something to let go. And letting the past go doesn't mean that you completely let the memories go. I feel there's a fear for some of you that you might forget. So it's almost like you might be desperately holding on to things, maybe keeping a photograph, looking at the same sort of maybe video repeatedly. And again, letting go doesn't mean that you are completely cutting off. In actual fact, it can be a way of honoring the memory that you have, or the time that you had with someone, or the experience that you had with someone, because you're saying, this is what it was, and this is what was beautiful about it. This is what is special to me about it. This is the memories that I have about it, which is really, really fantastic. But I do also understand that it's time for me to move on and to move forward, because life is an ongoing flow. And when we try to hold on to things, that's normally when we get stuck. I would say 99.9% of my regression hypnosis clients that come and see me, they either got stuck at some point in their life where either they couldn't speak up for themselves, they felt they couldn't let out their voice. It's usually got stuck at a point, and I feel for some of you, you're at this point where you're stuck, but I also feel that you have the opportunity to release where you are right now. Okay, let's clarify that. Let's get some more details. So you've got the Queen of Voices, which is the Queen of Swords, and you've got the Two of Emotions, which is the Two of Cups. Sort of like a even though it's not fully represented here, I would say this is almost like, for those of you that are familiar with zodiac signs, and please, when I say this, I mean this, it's no judgment towards anybody whatsoever, all right? My channel is all about good high vibes, but this is almost like that dark side of Scorpio meeting the dark side of Pisces, but then Scorpio is actually saying, no, but I'm in my light, and Pisces is saying that I'm in my light. And when I say that, what I mean is that a lot of times people don't get along with Scorpios, or they don't like Scorpios, or they outright just don't like them at all. But what Scorpio does is Scorpio holds up a mirror to you, and they reflect, often the darkness that's already inside of you that we haven't dealt with, and then we don't want to look at it, so it's easier to blame others. So they show you often the shadow side of you that that needs healing. And obviously in psychic development, that I coach, we look at that quite a lot, or like self hypnosis that I train is like moving past those patterns. And then with the sort of more Pisces energy that you might be having over here is Pisces, the energy of Pisces, which is the last zodiac house. Pisces is sort of like the death and rebirth, releasing, letting go, contemplation. And then, there is a little bit of a holding on space, and that is sometimes that can happen with Pisces. Also, the other thing that is coming up very, very strongly here for you, Taurus, is that you may be taking on energy that is not actually yours. You may be dealing with another person's energy, or the other way that we can also sometimes take on energy that is not serving us in the best positive way, which I get very strongly coming here through for you, is that what we do sometimes, let's say that you were with someone before, and now for whatever reason you're not with that person anymore, and the longing is very, very real. What we sometimes do is we hold on to that space in energy, which you already spoke about so much, that you don't move forward, and that is where you get stuck. Okay. And you might be finding ways to justify that. No, but I have to honor what we had. I have to honor the connection. Some of you, I feel that you might be dealing here with a connection that you might have had with someone, which really was your soulmate, which really was your twin flame, which was a really, really beautiful connection. But that energy that you dealt with, I felt that maybe you were about to come out to your family, your friends, and everybody. And then something sort of stepped in there, something intervened, which was just not nice, and sort of like, place you on a very sort of like unbalanced space there for quite a while. You could also find, Pisces, that for many of you, that sort of unresolved issue that happened there in the past, that it started to actually reflect in your life in many negative ways. Because when we hold on to things, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you shouldn't honor and have feelings and emotions and those type of things. But what I'm saying is, when we hold on to something in life and we refuse to let go, or we feel that it's impossible for us to let go, what happens is you try to hold on to something, and remember, life is an ever expanding flow. And when we try to hold on to something, that's normally where we get stuck. So what I would recommend for you is the willingness to release. Oh my goodness, there the sun's coming out. Cape Town's got complete four seasons weather today. It was storming about 2 hours ago, which I love. So in the space, if there is a holding on taking place, Taurus, I would have the willingness to release that which is not serving me in the best possible way, in a way that serves the greatest good of all, the other person and yourself included, yourself number one. And I would make my goal before I even do that, as I said, for the greatest good of all, so that all parties involved can benefit optimally. I also feel for some of you that there might be a wonderful new person in your life, or you might actually be officially with a wonderful person, but there is still that little bit of a something holding you back. It's almost like keeping a secret, like an album or maybe like a treasure box or something like that, whereas maybe you don't want the other person to know about it, or you might be contemplating whether, you should be disclosing that information, to them or not. I actually feel that the person that you're dealing with is a wonderful person of such a nature that if you actually share it with them, that it might actually strengthen your connection as well, instead of actually, breaking it down as what you might be afraid of. Because remember, you're in perfect harmony, which we are looking at right now for you. The challenge that needs to overcome is that when somebody really loves you, and when somebody really, really cares about you, they're not just going to want you to have your light sides. They're going to accept you with all sides of who you are, your perceived light sides, your perceived dark sides, because I mean, that's what love really is, you know. And here's the thing, though, and I don't mean to be funny, Taurus, but here's a question to be asking yourself. And I know when we're sometimes in connections, we don't want to be asking these questions, but if somebody really cares about you, you know, it's almost like Boyzone and Westlife and then Sync back in the day. Baby, I don't care what you did in the past. You know, I don't care what you did before, my love. I'm here for you now. You know, what is that song? I don't care who you are, where you're from, don't care what you do, as long as you love me. But that is not an excuse to not speak about the past, okay? Because I feel that there's something that for some of you you're holding on to, and if you can let it go, it will actually set you free. So if you are asking what is wrong with this connection, why can't I be with someone, or why can't it work out? I feel for many of you, it might be in a situation where things are busy actually falling apart at the moment. Remember that secret is an energy that you hold with you. And 95% of our communication happens on a subconscious level. So even if you don't, you know, verbally disclose what might be going on, your person, they can feel something's going on, something is off, and they might say, I don't know what it is, I don't even feel that you are cheating or lying or whatever, but something doesn't feel right here, and if you can't trust me, then I can't be with you. I feel that for some of you, you might have actually had that conversation. Okay, let's clarify this. So the Four of Voices and the Strength card. The Four of Voices is it's swords energy, Four of Swords, and this is that strengthening energy. All right. Um, I feel that you know, there's that little, you know, that little thing on the side over here, and something that I want to remind you of at this particular point in time, Taurus, is that yes, sometimes people speak about white lies and they say, well, it's just a white little lie, it's just a little twist on the truth. Here's the thing when it comes to the truth. It's very black or white. It's either true or not. That's it. It's either true or it's not true, you know? And in a connection, in an honest connection, a connection that grows, if full disclosure isn't present, it creates problems. But I feel there's a healing that's taking place for you at the moment. Now, these roles might be reversed, but when I do a reading, my focus is on you, some Leo energy over there that's coming through here for you. And it might be that you are releasing Leo energy, releasing from a Leo. You might be releasing from someone that you may have cared about, but they maybe had a very dominant, dormant, you know, overwhelming sort of energy. Or maybe you're just releasing from a Leo, or maybe you know, I feel for many of you, even with the release, there is that with that full moon over there and that pyramids over there also, and that infinity sign. I feel that you are really embracing your fullness, your power, your strength, because both these cards are actually speaking about that. Okay. So just remember that, again, it's coming up with white lies. Be mindful of white lies because they often lead to such unnecessary destruction, because the truth has a way of always coming out. Always. Okay. I also feel like, and I say, I don't want to be ugly with you, Taurus, but it's coming up, and so I'm going to share it with you, because my spiritual team is sharing that you, the other person might feel dishonored by the fact that there's something being withheld from them, even if they don't know what it is. They know that something is going on. Okay. And I feel that you are dealing with someone over here that will either fully embrace all of what you're letting them know, if you let them know, but if they find it out for themselves, you could also be dealing with someone that actually already knows, even though you can't conceive how they could possibly know. You might be dealing with somebody that already kind of know what's going on, and it's not so much that they are testing you. This is more sort of like, I would say, for them to, you know, like say you're dealing with someone that really focuses on living in the truth and the light, and they want to have the best life with you. That means that full disclosure is required, because anything slightly held back doesn't honor the greatest good, because you're dealing with someone here that I feel really wants to be with you, but something about your energy could be, you know, making them uncertain. As I say, the roles could be reversed. And then you've got the lover's energy over there. And this is normally Gemini energy and the page of inspiration. Now, just here with the lover's energy, the lover's card, the major arcana six arcana card, number six again a number of hope, which is a number of prosperity, which is a number of magic and abundance. The lovers used to be called choice. All right. So you get a choice over here because look at this. This is the connection that you're having. This is the two of you. Okay, and this is the connection that you're having. This is everybody's contribution to the connection, the light sides, the dark sides with the two of you. This is the magic that it can all be and the potential that it can all be. And this connection has got incredible potential. And this person knows it because you're dealing with someone that want to commit to you, that want to stay with you. Or even if that person packed their bags, they might be thinking of unpacking those bags and burning those bags so they never need to be packed again. And if it means that they have to pack bags next time, it means they're going to have to drive to the store to go and get new bags. And on their way there, they might be thinking about it. So you could be having somebody that deals with that. But this person needs to know that you are 100% on board. Okay. And that means full disclosure. There's a connection here from Gaia for this connection. There's a connection here from the heavenly realm, from the universe, where the angels are here all to support you. So you've got full support in this connection at the moment, and I feel that it's got wonderful, wonderful potential. Now, yes, you can fully disclose the truth, and it could be that the person decides to step away, but then in that same token, then at least you are free from what was holding you back. And then I feel that if anybody kind of leaves you, immediately there's a beautiful I wouldn't necessarily say another person that's coming through for you, but it's almost like a heavy jacket that you might be wearing that's wet and cold that you actually take off, and you are set free as a result of that. But you are definitely dealing here with a beautiful soulmate connection that is sort of wanting you to live in your highest truth. And page of inspiration here, there can be a new beginning over here. There can be a beautiful, 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 beautiful new beginning over here. But in order to have a new beginning, we can't be holding on to the past. Okay. Now let's look at the overall energy for you, or the additional message for you. You've got the Three of Pentacles, which is amazing. The Seven of Cups, which just confirms that message again. And there you have got that Leo energy again, that Strength card energy again. Okay, so you got it over here in your challenges, the guidance that the universe is giving you, and it's giving you a reminder as well that releasing what is holding you back is not a way of sort of like serving your own detriment. It's a way of serving your own benefit. It's a way of you. Remember, we spoke about that triangle sort of analogy there. This is you, that if you are here to play that triangle and you're supposed to go ding ding, that is a beautiful thing that's going to add to the value of the whole connection, energy connection. I feel that for some of you also deal with someone here that might step away, and maybe a few days later or a little time later they come back and they say, you know what, I'm going to give this another chance. All right, so this is very much up to you whether this is going to work out at this particular point in time. And if you want things to work out with a new connection, or you want things to be beautiful for you with your current person, that little white lie is going to have to come to the surface. It's not serving anybody's benefit, least of all yours. Okay, so that release will serve you quite beneficially. And look at that release. It's about saying goodbye to what no longer is, and it's about saying goodbye with reverence. This is like let's say you take something like a funeral, maybe, and I know it's a bit of an extreme example, but you might be dealing with an extreme situation over here. You may have been so long in a particular situation, but the release, the angels are here to support you with the release, and now you actually got to the stream can flow again, the water's all pure, and there's a bridge there there's somebody here that's I feel very available, Taurus, to really be that wonderful person of you, and that want to celebrate you with all of who you are. Okay. Here with the Seven of Cups, will there be challenges? Yes, there will be challenges. Is there talks that need to be done? Yes, maybe you still need to spend some time together, need to reach agreements together. It might even be necessary for you to maybe I don't know, just start off as friends if you're dealing with someone that you might have known for a while. If you're a couple, this might mean that maybe you want to go see like a counselor or somebody that you trust, maybe like your reverend or like an older person. just make sure that it's somebody that's got your greatest good at heart, at mind. But sorry, this was this way around. But yeah, this is a new beginning. Yeah, with the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is new beginnings in stability in life, in love. All right. But the question is, okay, so this is how things have always been done. Is this how you'd like to continue doing it? Do you want to replay the past, or do you want to have a new beginning that serves all parties involved optimally? Because you already know how the past plays out. And the question is, do you want a repeat of the past, or do you want to have a new beginning? All right, a powerful new beginning that serves everybody optimally and that makes your heart smile and that gives you the love that you've always deserved, Taurus. Okay, just because things didn't work out at a certain point doesn't mean that they're not going to work out going forward again. All right, so that's what I've got for you. I hope that it helps, Taurus. May it serve you in abundantly positive ways. If it resonates with you, I'd really, really appreciate you liking the video. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Remember to hit that notification bell. Remember to have a look at your September reading, which I uploaded just before this. Your new love and your twin flame readings are going to come out next. If you want to redeem that special, all the details are down below in the description for that, that beautiful 30 minutes reading that I'm offering for you at the moment. But apart from that, namaste, love and light. See you next time. Bye, Taurus.